Hey everybody, welcome to Mammoth Interactive's YouTube channel. First of all, I want to thank you for watching this video. And remember that this channel doesn't do Patreon. Instead, we sell our digital courses down below. And every single dollar that we get from the products you buy below goes into making more content. The best way to help out this channel and Mammoth Interactive is to subscribe to Mammoth Interactive's huge library of content. Get thousands of hours and hundreds of courses for a low price down below. We have a monthly option and a yearly option. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the video.
Today we're going to be making a simple character for our Zenda game. We're not exactly going to be making it super simple. We're going to have like some medium amounts of details. I'm just going to go ahead and take our lights and cameras here. I'm going to delete those. And let's go ahead and just click on in. We're going to grab in and put in a sort of background reference for our character here. Now, you can freehand this, or you can take any type of character you want to model here for this character or in the future. We're just going to click on in, open up our menu here, and we're going to scroll down to this background images here. I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to add in an image. Let's add in, let's just go open. I'm going to go and go to the folder where I set up my image references. Let's go with the head front reference right here. I'm gonna put that on here. If we were to go into front view orthographic mode, you should be able to see our reference right here. I've drawn this out here. Click on the Z here so you can see through. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've made before as a reference. If we were to also add in sort of a body, I'm gonna go ahead and let's add in another image. Let's click open. I'm gonna add in the side of the face. Oh, not this. Let's go into send a texture image reference head ref side. Go into here. As you can see, this is it's kind of mixed in together right here. It's layered in together. We don't want that. We're going to make sure that one image is facing just our sort of back area and one on the other side. Now this one, I'm going to drag out the menu more so I can see which one I'm using. For the axes here, we can just switch the view. This is the, let's see, is this right? No, let's go into front only. So if we click on one, it should just go over here. I'm going to turn off this one over here. Let's go into front view again. Okay, right here. This should be right. So if we go here and check it out, yeah, there you go. I kind of want it so that if I go to the side here, the this head will be facing the other side. I'm just gonna flip the flip the image horizontally, and there you go. We can maybe match up the head. Well, I guess this part to the center if you want. I'll just leave it like this. But yeah, there you go. We have, if we just switch around 1 and 3 views, we have our background reference right here, and we can go ahead and just model our head. Now let's take a short break before we get everything started. Yeah, you're back. Okay, now that we're back with our references in place, I'm gonna go ahead and start building our head. As you can see, we have a cube here. We can either swap this out for a sphere, or we can just start building everything from scratch. I'm gonna close this menu by clicking in here to give us more space. Let's go ahead and actually just delete this cube instead. I'm gonna create a UV sphere. 32 vertices is a bit crazy. Let's go down to like say 10 and draw the rings to say 10 too. And let's maybe flip our sphere here so that it's lying down with the hemispheres facing the y-axis. Gonna go onto objects right here. Gonna rotate this on the x-axis by 90 degrees. And let's go click Control A. We're gonna just set the rotation scale back to 0, as you can see here. So that's the place, well, its resting place is at 0. Let's go ahead and go into the front view here. I'm going to scale this up, say about this much or so. and move this up, scale this on the z-axis. Gonna give the proper head shape a little right now. It doesn't have to be perfect. We can go into it and start, well, deleting and stretching some certain areas. I'm actually gonna delete half of our sphere here, and let's delete this. Click on one piece, click L, selects the island right here. I'm gonna delete that, and let's go ahead and add in a simple modifier for it. We're gonna add in the mirror modifier. Gonna mirror it on the y-axis, turn on the clipping, and now we just have to worry about one side. I'm gonna go in back in here. Let's actually fix up the bottom here. Gonna delete, say, these two faces here. Jump out of wireframe. Let's grab these edges. We're gonna sort of stretch out the chin here. Let's go like so. And I am going to actually, let's maybe grab vertices instead. I'm gonna stretch out these areas here. Also make this section, I'm gonna move it so it's facing downwards. I'm gonna scale 0Z, flatten it out a little, and I'm gonna rotate this on the y-axis slightly. And it seems okay. Maybe shift the front jaw section out a little bit here. Let's maybe grab this side here, increase the jaw sizing a little bit. Seems okay. And yeah, that's pretty much what we need to do right now. Maybe fix up some areas like so, give it a better neck area here. I'm gonna go back into the front. Gonna grab the jaw area here. Slightly drag this downwards a little bit better. Move this down too. And let's move, well, let's move some pieces so it's aligned with the reference a little bit more. Now our side of our neck, maybe you can stretch this out a little bit here. If you think the amount of edges is a little bit too low, we can add in more later, but I'm just gonna leave it like so for now. Maybe gonna cut off these areas here. I can delete these faces, and let's sort of fix this a little bit better. Now the jawline's following this line right here. Seems okay. Gonna grab the side vertices here. Maybe push this in, and we've got the sort of general face shape of our character reference right here. Let me fix some areas here, stretch some areas there, and we've got our head in a better shape. I'm gonna go into face mode, grab this entire section. Let's see, maybe we can extrude this, extrude scale, and pull this out like so. I guess maybe slightly scale this out a little bit, or we can just pull these edges instead. I'm gonna grab, like, say, here and here. I'm gonna turn on soft select O, and just sort of pull some areas here. That seems okay. Yeah, there you go. We have sort of the facial structure of our character a little bit better. Let's move this over here. Slightly push this out. Seems good. We've got the, as I said again, basic face structure. Let's go into the side over here. As you can see, it's really, I'd say crushed in. We're gonna scale this on the x-axis. Oh, gotta make sure I'm selecting the whole thing. Scale X. Let's move this back a little. Now our face reference is slightly angled because it's, I guess it's aligned to our front view over here. Let's see. Yeah, everything seems right. Dude, yeah. I'm gonna rotate this slightly downwards so it kind of matches with the sort of side here. I'm gonna rotate this on the y-axis just a little bit. Move this back. Let's see. Seems okay. Gonna grab this jaw section here. Maybe move this up a little. and just add in an edge loop here. A temporary edge loop for the mouth section here. And right now it kind of looks like, was it Majin Buu? If you ever watched Dragon Ball Z, like the sunken in nose area. Don't worry about that. We're gonna add in a nose later. Right now, just still, slightly moving certain areas to fit our head. Probably need to add more edge loops now to make it so that it is fitting a lot better. So this section here, you don't have to go too overkill on the edge loops. You can just fix those later on. Right now, I gotta fix this nose. Let's go. Drag this out. We have sort of, well, our basic head shape right now is kind of encompassing everything, making it so that it's gonna be easier for us to shape things out. This jaw section might need some adjustments. Oop, don't do that. Let's slightly move this. And I guess I'm gonna move this too. Let's go to the side, move this down. Actually, we can go like so. Oh, don't touch that. Move it just slightly like so. Okay. Add like another edge loop here. Deselect vertexes, grab these, push this down, and there you go. So look around. We've got the basic head shape completed. We can either make some more additional like details, add in like lips or nose, or you can just leave it like so if you want, and we can just texture things later. But I think it's better if we were to, add in some the details here. I'm gonna add an edge loop here. Kind of crush in this section here. Not that edge. We're gonna grab this edge, push this in, add in edge loop here, grab this, pull this down. We got our nose. Right now it looks like a knight's helmet, I'd say. That's fine. We can shape this a lot more, a lot easier. Yeah. Let's go to the side. Gonna add some additional edge loops. As you can see right now, there's a lot of these weird loops here. We can, edit those once we, not exactly edit, more like clean things up once we basically fitted all the details in. Gonna move this slightly and turn off soft select now. Just move things a lot easier. Oh, wrong edge loop. Grab that. Let's shape this a little. Jump out, check it out. Seems okay. Now with the general shape of our head done, we should save our project just in case. I don't want anything to die on us, and we can maybe take a short break for now and come back to this later. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, we're back with our base head here. As you can see, I'm going to add on some details to this head. I'm going to go ahead and actually let's first delete this side here because it's slowly creating more additional unneeded edge loops. I'm going to just delete this right here. Select this, delete faces. There you go. Let's go ahead and sort of, fix up the nose of our character here. I'm going to add like an additional edge loop, say about here. That can, reaches around the nose. And let's go and grab this side here, pull up. So we're creating this nose shape for our character. If we jump out, as you can see, it looks really odd right now. Don't worry about that. We're going to be sort of deleting this section here for our eyes. I'm going to just delete them right now, actually. Let's delete these 4 faces. Delete face. And we've created sort of this helmet looking shape right here. I'm going to make it so that this shape is sort of, well, this piece right here will be stretching sort of outwards up. I'm also going to grab these 2 edges here, slightly push backwards in towards our face. So we have this nose shape here. Maybe push it a little bit more and go into the side view and check it out. Seems okay. We can put it like, say, here. I'm gonna make it so that this piece right here is touching. Well, actually, let's go into the vertex. Touch this point right here. Has a proper shape. Now, for this side here, we're gonna be sort of extruding inwards. I'm gonna grab this extrude scale inwards, and we're gonna make it so that we clean up some of these places. Gonna go into the front view, shape this up closer to the, I guess the the shape of the eye. And I'm gonna pull this up here, this piece over here. I'm gonna grab these nose sections here, shape it inwards a little bit more. I'm actually maybe gonna pull this in a little bit to make the nose a little bit sharper. Let's grab the vertices over here. We're gonna grab these points here, shape the eye out again. Let's pull these points. Grab this piece right here, seems good. Okay, we have sort of this shape right here. As you can see, we have to kind of get rid of this weird shape here, give it more natural flow to this. We can just, pull this up here, grab this. As you can see, our eye here is kind of in this really weird shape. We're gonna also bend this a little bit forward. I'll just pull this forward. I'm gonna go into the side view here. Check this out. Let's pull this back a little bit more. As you can see, it's not exactly lined up with our eye here on the side view. It's because it's more of an anime type of character. We can slightly pull this in more. I'm gonna click on O, soft select, so you can grab the general surrounding, not too much, but like just about like this much would be good. Let's go into the front view, check things out. The shapes are pretty much about right. Can do some adjustments here and there though. And let's jump out, check it out. Nose seems okay. We can maybe make this, together so we get like this edge. Well, this face flow right here. I'm gonna go Alt M to center right there. So it's slightly not connected there. Let's go into front view. Shape this up a little. Push this in. Shape it a little bit better here. Jump out, check it out. Seems pretty good. There you go. We have our sort of eye here. I feel like we should add. Oh, I'm gonna turn off soft select. I'm gonna add like an edge loop in here, so it'll be easier to create or make these eye lines over here a little bit better. This side, I'm gonna maybe push this in a little bit. Push this here. Add some additional edge loops. Oh, not that one. Undo that. Control R, add it right here. Shape this in, give it a more rounder shape. And that seems pretty good for now. Let's jump, check this out. Go, we have sort of this weird looking shape right now. Well, not exactly weird. We have sort of the silhouette of our head here. Maybe some little adjustments here and there. I'd say add like an edge loop over here. Give this edge a little movement here. I'm gonna grab this, turn on soft select, I'm gonna enable this. And we're also gonna adjust the back side of our head. Undo, don't touch that. Just these edges here. Let's go push this up a little bit more. Move this up. This back side here too. And maybe add like an edge loop here. So fix this part too. And not too much selection. Grab this. Right now it's sort of a elongated shape. We can maybe push this in a little bit. Gonna just slightly shape this up. there you go. We have sort of this head shape here. Yeah, we got our eyes. We're gonna be making sure that we adjust this a little bit more. Gonna just move this. Go into wireframe here. Grab this piece. Oh, let's turn off soft select. Push this up, forward. Let's go check the front over here. Maybe I'll put this back down a little. Actually, no, I'll just leave it here. Check this out. Seems good. This piece here. Move this up slightly, maybe a little bit more. As you can see, I guess my reference is slightly off a little bit here. Doesn't really matter. It's okay. Can fix those. Edit this piece right here. Give this eye piece over here a little bit more of a curve. Let's check this side here. Gonna move these sections here a little bit more inwards towards that side. And seems good. Let's see. Okay, yeah, good. Gonna go with edge, grab this side, maybe extrude this inwards, the x-axis, and scale downwards. Check it out. Seems good. I'm gonna add like an edge loop in here, just in case. Also adjust the eyes a little bit so that it's more shape fitting over here. This place I'm gonna pull out a little bit. Click O. I'm gonna slightly decrease the soft selection here. I'm gonna shape it up to the eyes. Check it out. This part right here is more like the eye line over here. Don't have to worry too much about it. The main focus should be this structure here. We can paint that sort of eye line in textures later on. Let's maybe fix this a little bit more and check things out. Maybe that's a little bit too low. I'll add like an additional edge loop here. Grab this, shape out the eye so it's not that circular. And yeah, and pull this out still a little bit more. It's sunken in too much. And we can basically just texture this piece right here, add in some eyeballs. I'm gonna go into object mode, smooth this over, check it out. Seems okay. Maybe the head part over here is a little bit too sharp. You can probably like bring this side forward and grab this and this, these two edges here, actually 4 edges. Move this forward. Let's go to the top view here. Move this just slightly out a little. Same with this piece right here. Because our heads are not, that sharp. There is sort of this forehead area. And let's kind of adjust this piece right here. It's slightly poking forward. Gonna grab the vertices here. Check it out. Okay, seems pretty good right now. Let's check things out. Okay, it's all aligned still, looking pretty sweet. Gonna deselect, grab this side here, maybe push this forward a little. There's a sort of edge off here. Actually, let's grab these. Slightly push these in. Match the contour. Okay, seems good. We've got the head slightly more detailed with some eye sockets here. Let's go ahead, go back to object. I'm gonna create a UV sphere. You'll need 32. We can drop it down to, let's say, 16. Just leave it like that. Gonna rotate this on the y-axis by 90 degrees. Never mind, that's position. Let's go. Oh, no, create a new one. Let's see. Rotation on the y-axis 90. And we have the hemisphere facing here. Gonna move it into our eye socket here. Let's go to front view. Move this here. Say here. It's tiny little tad too big right here. Don't worry, you can shape this. We we can place it right here. I'm gonna slightly adjust it more because the references that I've made are basically for a anime-like sort of character, like eye shape. The eyes, if you want to have like a perfect sphere, you have to kind of move or adjust these sides here, which we could. I'm gonna grab these instead. Pull this out forward. Pull out a little bit more. Seems pretty good. Yeah, seems okay. Now we don't want to see these empty areas. We can just grab this. Let me pull this in a little. Kind of, slim down on the soft select right there. Check it out. Seems good. Check the sides. Seems okay. Still pretty decent here. Okay, that seems good. Maybe just some slight adjustments to our face here. To adjust to the eyes. Not too much though. Don't want to affect the eyeline shape. And I'm gonna maybe push this in a little bit. Grab this side here. That seems good. I put this into smooth mode. I click Control A, set location back to 0. I'll also set rotation scale, and I'm just gonna mirror this too. Modifier mirror on the y-axis, and there you go. Right now we have sort of this simple face looking shape. As you can see, it's pretty decent. Let's deselect those. We've got everything properly kind of measured over here. Next up, we're just gonna go ahead and I guess play with the mouth over here. Fix that. Let me fix this jaw first. Turn it back into a sharpened sort of jaw line here. Let's go back to front. Move this up. Let's sharpen it up a little bit more. Grab this. I'm gonna actually go into vertex instead. Deselect this. Grab this side. Pull this up. Grab this. Wrong vertex. Pull this down. Go forward. Seems good. Can maybe add like an additional edge loop over here if we want. You know what? Never mind. I'll just leave it simple right there. I'm gonna grab these vertexes, or not vertex, the edge over here. I click Control E, edge slide. I'm just slide it to the side here, so it's more in the center of this curve. Grab this curve and slightly push this down. Shape this jaw here, and there you go. We have our face. Right now it's an orthographic. If we go into perspective, you'll see it changes a little bit. Looks pretty decent. Gonna fix the eyes a little bit more, make it a little bit more proper. After that, we're gonna sort of clean up the mesh itself. Right now, it feels like there's a lot of edge loops. Actually, no, it's okay. It's not exactly reaching down to the neck right here, as you can see. Some certain areas might need some adjusting. I guess the nose would be something over here. Should sort of slightly adjust it so that it flows this way. Let me grab this and see. Alt M to center. I grab this, pull it up like so, and I don't exactly need this edge loop now. Dissolve edge. Shift R, dissolve that one too. Yeah, cutting down on edge loops is good too, and also cleaning things up, make the mesh look nicer. And let's see. Everything seems in order. What other things can I delete? Don't exactly need all of these. I guess the bottom jaw section here. I can dissolve this edge too. It's kind of redundant because there's already like this piece right here and this piece. That center area doesn't really require any adjustments there. This is the side here. Okay, I guess kind of need it. Not that much. We can just grab this piece with these vertices over here, drag them down, pull forward. We'll leave them like here. Yeah, there you go. Grab this section here. Slightly push this in. And right now we have our face or our head, and we don't exactly need to, I guess, make the lips here. We can just texture them in if we want. It'll save us a lot of time. And since we're not going to be doing any uh, animations on the mouth, we can just, I guess, leave it like this. So for now, I'm just gonna leave our model, our head model, like so, and we'll come back to it later. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, we're back with our head here. I was actually thinking about maybe adding some additional details to this face here. Like if we were to just slap on some textures onto it, it'll look nice, but then it'll be missing some types of details. I guess some shadowing and some additional like just better looks to our model. So I'm just gonna do some quick fixes, some edits here and there, and we'll make our character model, our character head model look a lot nicer. I'm gonna go into the front view, maybe fix up the eyes a little bit, adjust some areas here and there, and we're gonna go ahead and start basically just playing around with the mouth here. We're gonna go and let's cut out this area here. Gonna slightly adjust this. Gonna turn off the versional editing right here. I'm gonna move this up here. Select these edges, move it slightly up, grab this bottom edge here, move this up here. Actually, no, not this piece. I'm going to face mode, grab these faces. We're going to delete these faces here. And right now, as you can see, it looks like it's a smiling, creepy looking dude. We're just going to go grab these edges here, go back into wireframe. I'm going to extrude, scale inwards, say about like this much or so. And I'm going to just start matching the points to the lip, sort of this cutout area here, and let's push these pieces here. This corner piece of our, the edge piece of our lip, we're just gonna sort of fold them together and scale them closer together here. I'm gonna move them, say, oh, not too much. Grab these two, gonna move them down to the corner here. This bottom piece, gonna raise it up too. Don't have to worry about like these areas here. We're gonna fix those later. Just generally making the simple lip shapes here. Let's grab these, sort of fit them better. Oh, not that. Deselect. Grab these and shape them a little bit more better. Now this side here slightly should shape this tad bit better. I'm gonna move these points here, move them up, and slightly give it this shape. Let's jump out, check it out. Seems okay. Right now, as you can see, this lip right here is, well, we sort of extruded from this angle here. It's gonna be over here. So just gonna make sure that we pull these areas to the correct areas on the side view. Gonna go to the side view here, and right now it's kind of far away, as you can see. This is the closed area here. We just want to make sure that it's, let's say it ends right here. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna deselect these areas. Just pull these forward. Not too much. Say about like this much, be good. And gonna sort of adjust these parts here. Check this out. Seems okay. Maybe pull this forward too. Not too much. We don't want it to look like this weird underbite look. Okay, grab those here. Fix this right here, this corner here. Make it so it's closer here. A little bit too forward. That seems good. Gonna add in an edge loop here for our lips. Let's slightly adjust this here. Let's go into edge mode. Gonna grab these front areas here for our lips. Gonna side view, pull these out. Gonna go into wireframe here, adjust these a little bit better. Grab this side here too, slightly push this out a little bit. Raise this area here, and maybe drop this side a little. Gonna adjust the chin area too. We can add some additional edge loops here to just fix up the bottom area here. Actually, I think it'd be better if I were to just grab this, pull this down, use this as like It's not exactly the lip. It's like the chin area here. Seems okay. Grab this vertex here. Let's go to the side again. Move this down. Not too forward. Put it back here. Okay, seems pretty good. We have this basic shape. We can maybe give it a little bit like roundness to it, because right now, as if you can see it, it's really sharp. Can go in here, add an additional edge loop again, and we're just gonna pull this out. Make sure you don't grab the sort of end areas here. I'm gonna deselect these ones, maybe these ones too. Oh, B shift, deselect. Let's go into the side view, pull these out, and drop this down a little bit, and there you go. Check it out. Seems pretty good. They might look a little bit duckish. You can just adjust sort of these edges here. Maybe push this up, Control E, edge slide, move it up a little bit, and maybe this one too. I'm gonna just select. I'm gonna select this edge right here, so I move this up. Deselect. Check it out. Seems good. Any other areas that might need some fixing? Let's go into front view. Check it out. Jaw over here needs some adjustments here, and maybe slightly, adjustments over here. Push this down a little bit, so it kind of matches it with the outline here. These areas here too. Just fix these, and there you go. We have this proper looking face here. Just in case, we're gonna make sure to extrude the inner area here of our mouth. Gonna make sure that this is not really clipping like that. Slightly, fix it a little bit like so. Adjust it, and that seems good. Again, back what I was saying, we're gonna take this piece right here, make sure to extrude it inwards and sort of collapse it on itself. So when you look at it, you don't see this weird empty space here. Gonna go in the wireframe, extrude x-axis, pull this forward, and I'm just gonna scale this on the z-axis, flatten this out. Jump out, check it out. Seems good. Let's see. These weird crinkles over here, we can maybe fix it up a little. Make sure that these edges or vertices over here don't really fold in on themselves. Just slight adjustments here and there. I'm gonna push this forward a little. Go to wireframe, check this out. These are two main pieces here. I'm gonna go actually scale 0y. Just make this a little flatter like this. And we can probably move this down slightly. Give this a nice feel to it. Let's see. Yeah, seems proper. Can maybe shape these lips a little bit inwards right now, because as you can see, it's really kind of sharpened like this. Let's go, and I'm gonna turn on proportional selection and just slightly do some, I guess, plastic surgery on this face. Yeah, there you go. We have a pretty decent face. You can do some additional like adjustments if you want, like say the nose here. We can pull this in a little bit, sharpen the nose a little. Maybe adjust some, well, this pointiness right here is just one single point. I'm gonna go to the side here, add in like an edge loop over here. Let's grab this. I'll put it here, so it's like in the center of here. All we have to do is just move this one and turn off proportional editing right here. Control E, edge slide, move it down, say about this much or so. Gonna go to the side view again. Let's make sure that this edge flows down to about, let's say here. This is where like the nose starts curving inwards. As you can see, Control E, edge slide, go down, say about that much, and I'm gonna go just grab this vertex right here and just move this down. Not too much, but like this much. Move this upwards a little. Maybe add in like an additional edge loop here to fix some certain areas. Say here, I'm gonna grab this vertex, move it here. And there you go. We have a pretty decent looking face. Maybe some certain areas that need some slight adjustments. Let's say like this piece right here. Can maybe move this a little bit inwards, and I'm gonna maybe grab this edge right here. Control E, edge slide it just slightly about here. Move it up a little. That seems okay. I'm gonna make sure that the lips are, you know, kind of more closed in. Right now, there's like this weird little gap here. We can add in like an edge loop down in here, and I'm just gonna go scale scale Z, so it's like sort of closing on itself. And check it out. It seems pretty good. And far away, you can't see it, so it's just in case if you like, go really close to your character. But yeah, there you go. We have sort of this nice, decent looking face. There's some certain areas that still need some adjustments, like say this eye area. Actually, if we check it from here, it's pretty okay. Can maybe just fix some things. Like I'm gonna raise this. Control E, edge slide upwards a little bit, and make it so that's like more straight here, and maybe pull this out a little. This part, you can slightly push this in, and check it out. Seems okay. Maybe the eyes over here is a little bit pointy too. I'm gonna slightly push this in. Let's turn on proportional editing or saw select. I'm just gonna sort of push this in a little bit, and there you go. We have this pretty decent looking face here. Go in perspective mode. Check it out. Seems pretty good too. Yeah. Let's see. This area here is creating sort of this weird shadow. As you can see, there's like this weird cut because of this extreme sort of well, drop down here. I'm gonna go into front view orthographic. Slightly move this up. Oh, gotta turn off proportional. Maybe move this a little bit. Seems okay. Gonna grab this edge. Slightly move this forward. What else is there? Seems good. I'm gonna fill in these ear holes. Just click F, Alt P, just make it like so. And there you go. It's really, we can actually clean this up a lot more, but right now it looks pretty decent. It's pretty fine actually. What can we do? Maybe just fix up some areas, make sure the shadows, like lighting, all the things look nice. But yeah, there you go. We have our head. Next up, we can just we can either texture this, or unwrap this, texture it, use it as a separate sort of texture on our head, or we can actually combine it or create the body for our head and just combine everything together and put them on the same texture piece. It might be easier, but sometimes it might not give you as much detail. But you know what? I think we'll go down the easier route and just basically paint everything together on the same UV map. But anyways, this is our basic head. Pretty much ready to go. We can maybe do some additional adjustments in the future, just in case, uh, if there are things that you want to change. But yeah, for now, this head is looking pretty decent. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next videos. Okay, as you can see, we're back with our head model here. We're just going to do some slight adjustments to it to make it look a little bit cleaner, a little bit better. First off, as you can see, all our edge flows are going into this this ear area here, and it's sort of not really that clean. It doesn't have a smooth flow to it. If I were to select, like, say here, it's just these faces are just gonna loop around and go straight over here, and they don't exactly end together. Kind of want to make sure that they do have like this nice isolated area, so just in case if you want to clean things up, they're not going to affect it. And same with our jawline over here. As you can see, it's just going straight into here. It should properly go up here instead. So if we were to add some edge loops, they wouldn't just stop over here. I'm going to go ahead and delete this area here. Just free up things here, free up all the faces here. I'm going to go into vertex mode, and I'm going to select, say, these edges over here. I'm gonna make it so that this place will flow together. Go Alt M to center, and say about this one and this one over here. Shift R, repeat. Actually, no, not that one. I'm gonna make it so that, let's see, this face right here, it's gonna go around here, so it sort of ends over here, so it just goes here. Yeah, I guess it was that piece. Let's go vertex and select these. Alt M to center, and I'm gonna move this forward a little. I'm gonna fix that area up. Actually, that's not connected. My bad. I should be connecting sort of this area here. These two instead, not these. Alt M to center, and there you go. As you can see, if we select the faces, it's gonna flow in together. And just need to do some slight adjustments here and there to fix up the sort of eye shape here. I'm gonna grab these and slightly move them aside. Now for the same, well, not the same, like these other pieces, such as the jaw and the, well, just mainly jaw area, it should be going upwards instead. I'm just gonna delete this side too. Delete these faces, make it easier for us to play around with. I'm gonna delete this face, and I'm gonna just select these. Alt M to last. So as you can see, our mouthpiece is going upwards. I'm gonna make it so that it goes into this piece right here. Let's go ahead and delete this piece here too. I'm gonna grab, say, actually no, I shouldn't have deleted that. I'm gonna make it so that it just goes downwards instead. Let's not delete that yet. Gonna click E, extrude. Let's go on the x-axis. Grab vertex 1, 2, Alt M to last, and this piece right here. I'm gonna grab this and this. Alt M to center, like that. As you can see, it loops around. Let's go into face. Grab this. Check it out. It goes like this. Pretty sweet. And now we're just gonna do the same thing for everything. Just make it so that they are connected together. There's like a pretty decent flow to it. Let's go and grab these edges here. Now I'm actually gonna just simply grab I'm gonna grab these. Move this up. So move this too. Let's go edge, edge. Oop. Grab this, fill it in. Click K. Half this for now. And need to merge these vertices. Alt M to center. That seems pretty good. Let's see. I'll just make life easier for me if I do just mix these together. Shift R. Oh, Alt M to center. And there you go. Fill. K. Grab. Cut. Sweet. Let's see. Face. Select. This piece slightly going this way. Should actually make it so that it's connected through here instead. But then the jaw would be not that good. Let's see. All these pieces flowing this way. We can leave it like this. This piece goes over here, kind of trails off here. I'm gonna make it so that this actually cuts in here instead of going down here. This is just you don't have to do this step, I guess. It's just cleaning up the model. It's actually just some extra work if you want to make it look a little bit more decent. Some certain areas feel better if you do this step, cleaning your flows. I'm gonna grab this. Okay, this piece goes over here. Let's make it so that it flows down here. Let's go Alt M. Gonna combine this instead. Wait, actually, if I were to grab this, I want to grab this. Alt M to center. And I should actually make it so that this piece isn't that elongated. Let me slightly shape it inwards a little. Let's grab this. 1, 2, move this up like so. And seems actually pretty good right there. Let's see. Now for this area where the ear would typically be, I'm just gonna grab this Alt M, combine them together. We have a pretty perfect area now. We can just fill this in. Click F, I'm gonna click K, cut the areas that need cutting. Same with this, cut this, and there you go. Seems good enough. Let's go into the side here. I'm gonna go into vertex mode, grab this point right here. I'm gonna move this out and turn on soft select or proportional editing. Sort of grab the surrounding areas in case we want to round that place out. And yeah, there you go. We have more of a cleaner looking mesh now compared to before. And well, I guess it's a lot cleaner than before. There's still some areas that I'd like to clean up, but that would take some time. And actually, that would take a lot of time if you want to make everything super proper. Yeah, there you go. We have a pretty decent looking head. We can add in a few more edge loops to make things, I guess, pop out more. Like, add in like an edge loop over here. Fix up the sort of shadow issues if you have any. Make this on the side. Reach up a little. That seems pretty good. Gonna maybe slightly make this a little bit rounder nose instead of like this sharp pointy nose. And maybe the mouth over here. As you can see, it's more closed up compared to this. We can maybe just drop this side a little bit and turn off soft select. Grab this, push this down. Let's go to the front view over here. Are we in the front? Yeah, we're in the front. Let's check it out. Grab this vertex, maybe drop this part down. Close off the mouth a little bit more. Actually, this point's good. Just gonna grab this part. Yeah, there you go. We have this pretty decent looking face model right here. Maybe some little tweaks here and there. Let's go 7 top view. Check some things out. Everything seems pretty straight. Let's go down here to the chin. Everything seems good too. The back. Now, as you can see, with the little rise here, we can maybe make things more rounded. We should maybe add like an additional, well, I guess face here, or faces, to sort of cap off this area, or where our neck is going to be. If we were to use, we shouldn't use our reference here because it'll make it so that, as you can see, like this neck right here is sort of making it so that our head is slightly tilted. Well, it is kind of tilted, but I'd rather have it going straight so it'll be easier for us to make the actual body later on. Let's maybe fix up the neck. I'm gonna grab this section, maybe just this edge right here. Slightly change it up. Vertices here too, make it a little rounder. It seems okay. Go to this side again, we can check things out. This jaw, we can actually don't really have to I guess model it. We could put it in the textures, but I think it'd be better if we were to make this extended over to here. Let's deselect, grab this section here. I'm gonna move this slightly. I'm gonna turn on soft select actually. Move this, increase things here. So if I were to move things, things would kind of join in. And let's see, moving this, sort of shape up the jaw and the side of the head a lot better, makes it cleaner. There you go. Let's see, move this back a little bit more, and there you go. We have I guess a pretty decent and clean face model right here. See, this is going like this. This goes to the back of the head. This is pretty decent. We can maybe make this look better, but I'll just leave it like this. There are lots of different ways of making a head. Okay, let's see. These pieces are all connected to the front. Nose. Could cut off here, but don't want to. Just leave like this. Let go all the way through the back. Yeah, there you go. We have our sort of cleaned up, a lot more cleaned up looking head. Uh, Again, we don't have to worry about ears. We can just place a sort of a helmet on top of our character here, and we can cut off some certain areas, so it makes life easier for us as a basic cheat, I'd say. And yeah, that's pretty much for our head. We can go ahead and add on the body next time, and I guess basically unwrap everything together and texture it, and we can throw it into Unity after that. But yeah, if there are any additional things that I need to edit, or additional things that you want to edit or change, by all means, you can go ahead and fix things up. But yeah, for now, our head is basically done. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello everyone, we're back with our head here. As you can see, we've basically completed building it right here. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go in the front view here. And we're going to add in a body reference for our head so that we can, sort of connect it to the body or create a new body for it. Let's go ahead and click N so we can grab this side, the menu over here, so we can add in a new background image. I'm going to add in just click Add Image and scroll down. I'm going to open up the file for it. Let's go back, texture, image reference. I've saved it as body silhouette PNG. I use this. As you can see, the size is tiny. It's over here, set to 0, or like the base size of it. I guess like make this bigger. Let's go with like 60. That seems about right. I'm gonna drop this down, say, I go like -20. Just slightly off a little bit. I'll go like -22. This seems pretty good. Maybe a little bit high. I'll go like -21. Yeah, seems perfect. As you can see, the sizing, everything is right. We can just reproportion the things later on in case like some things are kind of off. But yeah, there you go. We have our body reference right here, and we can just simply go ahead and create it from scratch. But yeah, for now, let's maybe take a break and come back to this later. Okay, we're back with our head and body here. As you can see, we've pulled up our reference previously. I'm going to go ahead and just close off this menu over here by clicking N. And we're going to go ahead and create a cube. Actually, let's make sure that we're in object mode instead of edit mode for our head, so we don't accidentally make the body with the head right now. For now, let's go ahead, deselect everything, click on cube, create cube. I'm going to move this down to say about here, and let's go ahead and go in edit mode for this. Control R, I'm going to add in an edge loop down the center. Let's delete half of this piece. Let's click B, select half of our cube here, delete face. Let's go into our modifiers menu here. Let's go into mirror. Let's turn on Y, turn off X, turn on clipping, and we have our sort of mirrored cube here. With that done, we can just simply do the simple basic blocking of our character. I'm going to scale this up, say about like this much or so. Let's push this down, get the sort of shoulder areas. Go back in edit mode, select the vertex, grab the bottom vertexes here, so get it to the shape of the waist here. I'm going to add in an edge loop here. Let's deselect, grab the side vertexes here, and just shape it so that we get sort of this diamond shaped body. Now, forgot to mention that the type of character body that we're going to be trying to go towards is a sort of hoplite type of armor piece over here. So we can actually just have this sort of separate piece right here. Actually, no, not a separate piece. More like it looks like a separate piece, so it's easier to make when compared to like other types of clothing. Like you can have like just, I guess, your arms here, skin tone here, like the vambraces here, and yeah, it's a lot easier to divide if you're painting. Anyways, back to our model here. Let's go back and just grab the vertexes, piece them together. I'm actually gonna grab this face here and extrude this out, and extrude it to these points on sort of the cutoff areas of our character here. I'm gonna make sure to add some additional edge loops in places to help build our character towards the sort of shape here. I'm gonna add this edge loop here. Let's grab the vertexes, shape them out. I'm gonna grab this piece right here. I just deselect. Forgot to deselect this piece. Let's grab this. I'm gonna move this up, say here, and these other places here. I'm gonna grab. Add in another edge loop here. It's about here, where the about the elbow joint is at. Let's grab these pieces or these vertexes, pull them up. We can add another additional edge loop right here to fix up the bicep sort of curve right here, because right now it's just one straight line, but don't have to worry about that right now. We're just doing the basic blocking of the character. We can detail things out later. I'm gonna move this or angle this, put this here, and don't do that. Grab this, click B, select all this, move this up, select these, push this down, select these ones right here. So we get the shape. We can add in, again, edge loops later to separate certain areas. Deselect, grab these parts, shape them to your arm. I'm gonna grab this, push this up. Actually, you know what? I'll just add in the edge loop right now. Deselect, B, push this down, push this over here, grab this, and right now we have, if we jump out of, well, wireframe, you can see we have sort of the basic build. A little more cleaning up to do here and there. Okay, grab this, deselect this, grab this, push this down. Say about here, move this a little, give it this sort of shoulder angle here. And I'm gonna go ahead and add in the edge loop here. Slightly, fix that part up. Let's bring this over here. I'm gonna make sure I turn off the proportional editing. I should have done that earlier, but it didn't really affect me in most areas. Grab this, sort of shape this over here. I grab this a little bit more. Can add in another one here. Do that later. I think I'll do this one right here. Grab this, curve it up a little, and as you can see, we've got the nice arm look to it right now. Grab this, push this up, give the biceps over there, the curves, and there you go. Right now it'll look kind of strange. It's completely flat. I'm gonna actually slightly scale this on the x-axis. Scale X. I'm gonna go to the top view actually. And just push this over here. And let's go back in here. Check it out. Yeah, this is just the basic blocking of the character front view. Now I didn't make a side view of our silhouette. This shouldn't be that difficult to just freehand, but usually it's good to have all your references. But for me, I didn't exactly need a side reference for the body because it's pretty simple to make. Might be different for you, but it shouldn't be that difficult compared to the face or head, because you can just technically just look at your own body and see how the pieces or how your body pieces should be at. Deselect that, grab this bottom, go back to this front, extrude this down, and slightly shape these so that we have the curves on our sort of armor skirt piece right here. Select, deselect, grab all these. Maybe actually no, let's just grab these two instead. Push this down. Let's go into the bottom over here. Grab these two faces. Extrude to scale. No, I'm gonna click I instead, so it doesn't extrude inwards and I have them connected here because clipping is on. Let's extrude this downwards on the Z axis. I can just pull it all the way down to, like, say here. Extrude down. And this could just be your boots. Now, the reason why they're like this is because, like, kind of drew the legs a little bit, just stretched out. Rather have them, pointing forward. Don't have to worry about this part. Main parts that you should be worrying about are the sort of leg connections, or like the joint areas. So I'm going to add in some edge loop here to fit the joint here, and maybe make sure that our leg areas here are more closer to our reference here, and just fit all the pieces to the reference. Grab this, fit this in, and jump out, check it around. Now this is a skirt, so we should maybe push this sort of these edges inwards. I'm gonna also, I'll just leave the sort of three-dimensional front side view for later. Just continue sort of blocking out the areas that we should worry about. Again, the joints. Say like here, add in some additional areas, the knee joint areas. Deselect, grab this section here, and this piece, maybe push this in. There you go. And the leg, sort of the shin area, shin and calf area, gonna shrink this side here a little bit. Scale this, scale on the y-axis, sort of fit this a little bit better. Our foot, I'm gonna just grab these vertexes here, scale 0Z, so it flans it out, and I'm gonna grab this part too, scale 0Z, flatten that out, and we don't have to worry too much about the feet for now. Only parts probably are the sort of this area right here, but if we jump out, check it out, we have sort of the really basic body blocked out shape right here, and we can go ahead and just detail it later on. But yeah, for now we can take a short break and come back to this later. Be right back.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching this course. If you want to watch the rest of the course, the link is down below. Not only do we get the access to this course, but you'll get access to a lot of other courses in a huge bundle, and it's on sale today. So buy before the sale ends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.